Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Human beings, after today, I was kind of walking around somewhere, and I saw this advert which is Learn Arabic in 30 days. My people, many of you do kind of, I understand you would like to know more about Islam. I've explained Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion in which or from which every one of you was created. However, as I told you, that men and women on Mother Planet Earth, you are all living Muslims living on Mother Planet Earth. That way, there are laws that govern this most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. Among those laws, there's an ayah, very, very, very special, very holy, very scared ayah, which says, men, do not ever tell a lie to your brain, and do not ever tell a lie to your heart. What is inside that very ayah? When you look at an advert where a man says, learn how to read the Quran in Saturdays. Do you know what is inside there? There's fitna. There is fitna because they are telling you learn whatever in 30 days, and after that you commit fitna. Because in modern times, men do have kind of ventured in whereby they say, we use these words and we speak, we invoke whatever. No. That is when you are in the corridors of fitna. And the corridors of fitna, they look like a corridor, but it's a sinkhole. When you are a true Muslim, I'll say this to you again, human beings. In Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion in which or from which every living human being was created and every other living creations were created. Whereby, you living human beings, you are born helpless, useless and helpless. When I say useless, is that you cannot even lift your lips to put them on your mother's breast in order to get milk. The food that you are granted, or the rahmah that you're granted when you arrive on this planet. After that, you move on slowly. Yeah, you gain whatever, and you start moving bit by bit. But with that slow pace that Allah has given a human because if you start crawl, they call it crawling. That's when a baby moves on whatever. That alone, in that interpretation, Allah says, do not tramp over others. When you stand on your legs and start walking, do not tramp over others. Otherwise, if it was like as if that you can learn the Quran and the Arabic language in 30 days, you say, do you know a cow gives birth to a calf, and that calf takes less than, if it's too much, to be about 10 or 15 minutes, and it will start walking straight away. Do you know why? Because the cow knows its true religion. And men, why you crawl and it takes you crawl the first whatever, it will take you a week, and then a meter, to crawl a meter of whatever, it will take you about 40 seconds or 40 minutes. With that, in that there's an interpretation that you don't have to jump over the wagon and say, I learn the Quran in 30, Arabic in 30 whatever days and whatever. What will you do to yourself if you are to learn the Quran and after you walk around and you meet a madman who say, I'm a Marabak, and say, you go and say these words and you do this and that. That's when you are in the corridors of fitna. And the corridors of fitna, they look like a corridor which has a whatever, but the entire thing is a sinkhole, where men are thrown into hell directly without any question. Because you said I learned the whatever in 30 days and I can insult so and so. No. And never, as I said to you, human beings, Never, never in your lives when you are on this planet, never tell a lie to your brain and never tell a lie to your heart. Islam is a very, very, very beautiful, very holy religion. If you want to enjoy that beauty without you being 1 week in the hospital, 1 week in another month in the hospital, as the same way you started crawling, you crawled 1 meter or 2 meters, you stood up and walked and so on. Take it, learn things. Because when you are learning, when the Quran, you're learning how to recite the Quran, you are told not to because if you are a true Muslim who is not saying I'm learning because I am a fake Muslim, inside me is something else and outside me is something. That way you are hurting yourself. You are hurting your brain, you are hurting your heart, you are hurting your body. But if you're true Islam, then you enjoy the beauty of it. What I wanted to say in that please, men, when you look at Islam, is the only religion, only true, beautiful religion from which or in which every human being and every other creation was created. If someone tells you will learn the Quran in 30 days, no. The same way mother carries a womb for 9 months and after 9 months produces a child, the child is helpless and she has to help. The same way you ask Allah help me to be able to learn the Quran and benefit from it, not hurting others. You see, when we do business. In Islam, if you do business which is providing, contributing peace and harmony, business will be successful. But if you do provide hate and whatever, then you are in the wrong. You are in the because you take my haram money in your pocket. Haram money always enters your pocket. Do you know how? Because that's how Allah says, this haram money you've been collecting for whatever, you will spend another 6 months in the hospital with a backbone kind of twisted or ingested with the diseases that you cannot control because you took money which is unclean. You learn the Quran and they say, well, my people, Islam is very, very beautiful. That way. Do not desecrate your own dignities. Do not desecrate your own beauty to dignities and to your beauty to life. If you say you're a witch, I say, maybe you don't know what Islam is. Maybe you don't know what Islam is. Maybe you don't know what Islam is. Because Allah has made it very, very clear that every single drop of water that comes from every cloud, it bears witness that Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. If you have to look at a drop of water coming from or rain coming on planet Earth, do you know why it kind of dives like whatever? It is saying Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Not just so. Please, men and women, respect the beauty of your own lives and the beauty of others. Do not desecrate the beauty of yourself and do not desecrate the beauty of others. You are all Muslims. Love Islam. If you don't, you are desecrating your own your face with things that you cannot you will never be able to understand. Life is a religion, and that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam.